Definitely a powerful weekend, and weather-wise, it's looking like
for them.
I think it'll be fine. I've actually got I shouldn't take credit for this. Todd made this graphic, but let's put it up. We got a forecast just for the challenge itself, and it should be fine because they're farther inland, and we're going to talk about why that matters here in a second. But it looks all right, mid-60s and increasing cloud cover. Not much cloud cover today, right? Some high thin ones just floating over New Hampshire, Lakes area, just about Sebago right now, and those will continue to drift over Maine. So high thin cloudiness late this afternoon into the evening. Temperature 60s for most of us. Best spot was Conway, New Hampshire. Freiburg all right too, about 70. Same deal in Orono. I think they got to 70, just dropped down to 68. Dover Foxcroft at 72, but comfortable enough. And tonight, coolish, 40s for the most part. A couple of 30s, but we're talking northern New Hampshire, northern Aroostook County. Not many of us will get into the 30s. So tomorrow morning we've got high thin clouds everywhere. Mid-level clouds over southern Maine, and that's kind of how the day will be stratified. So if you're north of Bangor, I actually think it's a reasonably sunny day. Between Bangor and, say, Wiscasset, it's high thin cloudiness. South of that, I think it turns into just cloudy in the afternoon, and then we're watching these outer bands to see whether or not we get any showers out of this forecast. Technically, the outer bands of what is now Tropical Storm Ophelia, it's a technicality though because for us it doesn't matter. The center is going to move into the mid-Atlantic and it will be windy and wavy and all that there. We'll just be on the northern edge of it, but that edge is trying to push this high out of the way. And we talked about this all week that I was a little afraid and skeptical about this edge high holding off that low, and now that it's a tropical system that doesn't feel any better. So I think we're looking at a chance for showers on Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening over kind of far southern Maine. So most of our viewing area will be dry, but there will be a chance over the far southern part of the state. We'll zoom in because that was pretty far out. And I would say Wiscasset south, and we're going to include the islands here because they're just closer to this system, have a chance of some showers on Saturday afternoon, Saturday night, but notice it gets kind of suppressed away by Sunday. And Sunday's a bit of a split state forecast where it's pretty nice again north of Bangor and significantly more cloudy south of Bangor, but I do think most of the day on Sunday is dry. These temps though are not going to knock your socks off. We're going to be in the 50s and 60s through a lot of it. How sharp is this gradient? Look at that. Bunch of rain, nothing. So that's what we're dealing with this particular system. It's very, very close. But I don't think, guys, this can devolve into, oh, turns out it's actually rainy. Like, I don't see that. I just think it's not worth the risk to say there's no chance of showers over southern Maine. I just don't think that's the appropriate picture to paint. Looks nice next week, though, especially by the middle of the week. We get into another stretch like we just had, which is where we want to live at in fall. That's like the whole point of fall, between 68 and 70 by mid next week. So again, not the end of the world to have a chance of a shower. I just want people to know what locations have a chance and what don't.
Yeah, better to be safe.
Yeah.
Thanks, Keith.